I don't know about you guys, but I get very overwhelmed when it comes to the new school year. I always have a huge long list of different things I want to do / need to do for the upcoming year. So this year, I decided to take you guys along with this. I decided to sit down, set a timer for 10 minutes, and just write down a list of everything in my head that I could think of that needs to be done. Is there probably more stuff? Yeah, probably. Way more than I could write down here on these couple of pages that I wrote, but this is at least a starting point. I was able to go through then and look at like tasks and group them together. I know that today we won't be able to get to everything on my list, but I wanted to take you along as I start to tackle it, show you guys how I try to tackle a long, overwhelming list of school prep things. And by setting aside a couple of days, even a couple of Saturdays leading up to school or even after school has already started, to tackle these lists can really be helpful. So one of the first things that I noticed is that I had several things that I needed to get printed. I had our coloring books from BiblioPlan. I print those for 4 of my 6 kids. My girls love them, my boys could care less. And it actually came out cheaper to use my HSLDA discount and get them printed at Office Depot than it would be to get them done here at home. It came out to only like $3 a piece, and it's like an 85-page document. So that worked out great. I got those ordered, as well as my unit study from Little School of Smiths. We are doing Me on a Map for our homeschool co-op. I wanted to get it printed all in color because it has a lot of great things in it, and I wanted to get it spiral bound. So I got that ordered from Office Depot, and now I'm gonna go pick that up. Got that settled. Something else that stuck out to me when I made that whole list is that I have not finished ordering the books for our homeschool co-op. So I am teaching a finances class using the Crown Ministries program for teens, and I offered that we could all go in together. I found a place where we could get a discount if we ordered in bulk, and so I collected money from everyone, and I need to place those orders and get those in ASAP because our classes start in September. So I went ahead and got that order placed as well. For the most part, most of my curriculum is pretty much just open and go. It's a matter of knowing exactly how many things that I want to get through in a week. For our Apologia, I know that one chapter takes about 2 weeks to get through. I don't break down what that divide looks like each day because it'll just depend on the day, how much reading we can get done, but I know I have 2 weeks to complete one lesson. But when it comes to our Bible doctrine for younger kids and for older kids, I'm not as familiar with how this program works. So now I'm going to look through the book. I'm going to kind of see the scope and sequence, see how many chapters there are, and divide that by how many weeks that we have for our school year. All right, after looking inside the book, it looks like there is 20 different chapters, and our school year is about 36 weeks. So I think what my plan is to make sure, absolutely bare minimum, that we do one chapter every 2 weeks. But I think most weeks we're going to be able to get through an entire chapter in a week. They're not too horribly long. They're broken up into nice little sections. We'll probably do most chapters in like 7 school days instead of doing it in closer to 10 school days. Literally, as I am filming this video, an Amazon package arrived, and it's my pencils for this year. We only use Type-A-Randa pencils. I always wait for a good deal on them on Amazon, so I'm going to put the kids to work sharpening these and getting these ready for the school year. Also in that Amazon package was my 3-inch binder that I will be using for our school records this year. Here you can see what our school records look like, and up in the iCards or down in the description below, you can see a video of how I set up my record keeping. I'm not doing record keeping right now, but I am gonna go ahead and print out our portfolio cover and our spine for it. I'm gonna go ahead and label the different tab dividers so that as the year goes on, ideally, in a perfect world, I can just file things in there as I come across them. More realistically, I end up doing one big bunch right before Christmas, and then I do the rest of the record keeping at the end of the year. But either way, this way it's set up and ready to go. printed out the Redefining School sheets that I need for the month of August. Redefining School has an amazing literature study course for middle schoolers, and it has just these great lessons to go along with it, with a bunch of clickable links inside that your children can follow along. It's broken up into small, doable sections for each and every day, and they give you the entire month at one time. So I printed out 3 copies because I have 3 kids going through that, and I'm going to set up their binder now. If you are thinking about looking into Redefining School, I did want to let you know that if you are a premium paid member of the Made to Homeschool community, the online community that I'm a part of by homeschool moms for homeschool moms, you can actually get Redefining School as well as many other curriculums and resources at a discounted price. So next up on my list, I have my daughter who is in physical therapy, occupational therapy, and talk therapy. And for all of these things, there are homework assignments that she has to do. So I had a few menu covers left over from previous years of doing our morning menus. And so I decided to designate one for her therapy exercises. It's not full, and that's okay. I just want to have a place where it's a little more protected, where I don't have to worry about pages getting ripped up or damaged, that have all of her exercises on them. In her daily schedule, she is going to have a little prompt to do her exercises. She'll go grab that binder. She'll pick a few physical therapy, a few occupational therapy, and a few talk therapy exercises to work on each and every day. Speaking of morning menus, I need to update our morning menus for this next year. So that is next on my list. But if you want to see what's going to be inside our morning menus, be sure to stay tuned and subscribe, because coming up very soon, I'm going to have a video all about what's in our new morning menus. We'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.